Here is another example. We're going to write a state equation, output equation for the given circuit. So here I see two energy storage elements. So we always choose according to my previous video. Please watch the video if you haven't. So according to the number of state variables are equal to number of energy storage elements. So here I have L. I'm going to choose current passing through the inductor as one state variable and voltage across capacitor as another state variable. Can we choose other parameters as state variables? You can, but this will give you a better picture of the circuit. So that's the reason we are choosing these two. Always choose current passing through the inductor as one state variable and voltage across capacitor as another state variable. So now we need to write the state equation, output equation. So I'm going to say, here is my first KVL equation. So if I apply KVL there, U equal to R1 x1 plus L1 x1 dot plus R2. I don't know what is current passing through this. So for time being, I'm going to say the current passing through this is I1. R2 times I1 plus x2. Now my state equation is going to be L1 x1 dot must have only x1, x2 and u, not any other unknown parameters. So here I have I1, which is unknown parameter. I need to find out what is I1 in terms of x1, x2 and u. So to find I1, what I'm going to define here, if you look at this, x1 is coming in, I1 is coming out, going out. And I'm going to say label this as I2 also going out into R3. So I can say I1 equal to x1 minus I2. Or another way is I'm going to define the voltage Y equal to I2 R3, which equal to R2. I mean the voltage is same between these two branches. So Y equal to I2 R3 or R2 times I1 plus x2. Now I2, I can say I2 equal to I1 or x1 minus I1. So it's x1 minus I1, x1 minus I1 times R3 equal to R2 I1 plus x2. Now simplify it. So to simplify the circuit, what I did, I moved, I replaced I2 with x1 minus I1. So x1 minus I1 times R3 equal to R2 I1 plus x2. I just copied on the right hand side. So now I have minus I1 R3, R2 I1. So I move the I1 R3 to the other side and x2 to the other side. So I end up with finding I1 value. I1 equal to R3 x1 minus x2 over R2 plus R3. Now I'm going to substitute this here. So L1 x1 dot equal to minus R1 x1 minus R2 I1. I'm going to substitute that, which is R3 x1 minus x2 over R2 plus R3 plus x2. Okay, x2. This is one of the state equation. Another state equation is 1 over C1 times integral of I1 equal to x2, or I can say x2 dot equal to 1 over C I1 is nothing but R3 x1 minus x2 over R2 plus R3. That's another state variable. Now output is nothing but Y equal to I2 times R3 or Y equal to x1 minus I1. So x1 R3 minus R3 times I1 is nothing but R3 x1 minus x2 over R2 plus R3. A little bit complicated, but we can simplify it further to get in the x1, I mean coefficient of x1, coefficient of x2 and input. I'm going to stop this video here, make more videos in the next session. Thank you very much.